Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Emma. Today's video is going to be something a little bit different, something that I've not filmed before, and it's going to be a come thrift with me. I love watching these videos here on YouTube. They're some of my favourite videos to watch, and I wanted to film one. I just kind of wanted to bring you along with me to a few charity shops, take you around the charity shop, show you some things that I've tried on, things that I was looking at, and then also there are a couple of pieces that I did pick up that I'm going to show you at the end in a little haul. But yeah, I've filmed some clips of me shopping in the charity shops, and I've done a little voiceover, so just kind of talk you through my thoughts, show you some things that I liked, some things that I was considering purchasing, and maybe reasons why I didn't. So yeah, I'm going to insert that footage now. Okay, so the first shop I went to is White Rose. This is a charity shop. It's a bit more curated to look like an actual shop, and they do always have a good amount of stuff in there. They do tend to have some like lower end brands like Primark and Shein and Boohoo, so you do have to have a bit of a rummage. But I started off looking through the dresses. There wasn't really anything that was piquing my interest or anything I felt like I needed. I thought this dress was quite cool. I quite liked the colours and the pattern, but I wasn't so sure about the string on the top, and I just wasn't sure I was going to wear it. But I thought it looked quite good, and it looked more like a vintage brand than like a fast fashion brand, which I thought looked nice. But yeah, they had quite a big selection, but nothing that really was to my taste or in my size. And then this is me kind of just showing you around the store. As you can see, there's a lot of crop tops. I'm not really a crop top person, but then I looked through these dresses. This was like the navy section. Again, nothing that I really felt like I needed. As you can see, there's a couple of Boohoo pieces there. Yeah, nothing really that I needed. I did see these black dungarees, and I do want a pair of dungarees, but I want blue denim dungarees, and also these would have been too small for me anyway. I did see these dungarees, which I thought were really cool. However, because they were printed and I just wanted a plain pair, they weren't really something that I thought I would get a lot of wear out of. They were also a small, so they would have been too small for me. Then I saw these dungarees, which would have been perfect. However, they were a size extra small. They were from Gap, and I quite like Gap clothing as well. These are all the pieces that I'd picked up to try on. And then this is just me showing you my outfit in the changing room. I love when a charity shop has a good changing room where you can try everything on and just see. But yeah, this is my outfit. It was raining that day. So this is the first piece I picked up to try on. Just a very plain white button-down shirt, but I actually don't own one of these, and I really wanted one. I thought it was just going to be a good addition to my wardrobe. I've been loving wearing them just over the top of things, almost like a jacket as a substitute for a jacket in the warmer months. This one was originally from H&M, and I think this is what I'm trying to show you here. It was 100% cotton, which I thought was really good because I am trying to be a bit more picky with my materials when I'm buying things secondhand. This was another white shirt I picked up to try on, also from H&M, but it was really long. It was also that crisp material that it made a lot of noise, and yeah, it wasn't just quite what I was looking for. It was a bit too long and a bit too oversized, so yeah, wasn't for me. Then I tried on this nightgown dress thing, and part of me really loves this. I think it's really cool. I really love the pattern and the white and blue of it with the buttons and the shape. However, I just thought it was a bit too oversized. It wasn't really doing anything for my figure. There was also some staining on it that just made me think it wasn't worth it, because I didn't think the stains would come out, because it looked like people had tried to get the stains out and they hadn't. But I thought it was quite a fun, cool, unique piece, and yeah, but wasn't sure it was doing anything for me. And then I tried on these jorts. I really like the idea of jorts, but as you can see, they just weren't for me. I feel like I look like a golfer. I don't think the outfit's helping because I've got like my socks ruched down and with loafers, but yeah, I feel like they were just making me look shorter, and I didn't really like them. I then did also see these green khaki trousers, which I really like the look of, but they were just a bit too small and they were a bit too tight to my thighs, so they weren't for me. On to the next store. This is a Sue Ryder, and they are more vintage based secondhand, which I really like. So I started off in the shoes. I saw these, which I actually did used to own originally from Topshop. And I thought they were pretty cool, but they weren't in my size. I also saw these heeled ballet flats, which I would quite like a pair of. However, these were a patent leather, and I want more of a matte leather, if I'm honest. And then they also had some cool heeled loafers. I saw these, I thought they were pretty cool. I don't think they were in my size though. And then also these, but I thought the heel was a bit too high for me, but I thought they looked pretty cool. I like the idea of them. And then I did also see these Laura Ashley little shoes, and I really love these. I would have got these, but they were unfortunately a size too small for me. And then one thing I really love about the shop is it's colour coordinated, so you can kind of just pick and choose what colours you're looking at. So I saw this little cami. I thought it was quite cute, but it was a pinky colour, and I'm not really a pinky person. I'm also not really a cami person. But yeah, I was just kind of having a look through, although like I said, I'm not really a pink or purple person. Then I saw these green shorts, and I thought they were quite cool. I really liked the button detailing, and I liked the colour of them. But yeah, they weren't something I felt like I really needed in my wardrobe, but I thought they were pretty cool. And then I saw these little sage green lacy shorts, which I thought were so cute. I love the detailing at the bottom. I think they are really adorable. They also had an elasticated waist, so it would have been really comfortable. But again, they did have stains on them, and I wasn't sure if I would be able to get those out, so I just kind of left them behind. And then I saw this leather jacket, which I didn't need, but I thought was cool. They had like this clasp closure, which I thought was really cool. And then in the little white section, this section is always really good. They also have like good little lingerie pieces. They had this cute little dress, but I thought it looked a bit too night weary. And then they also had this really cute like little slip skirt, which I thought was quite cute, with like the bows and the lacing at the bottom. They also had this really cute little white cotton skirt with the embroidery detailing on it. This one was really cute with this, but the slit was quite high. That was definitely more nightwear with the little blue lacing. And then I saw this one, which I thought was really cute. However, it was more of a midi length, and holding it up against myself, it was just kind of an awkward length. And then randomly I saw this little pocket chest, and I thought it was really cute, but there was a piece missing, unfortunately. Moving on to Mind, this was on a different day. So again, I started in the maxi dress section, just having a look through. I thought this little black dress was quite cute, but it was quite basic, and I feel like it wasn't something I really needed. I also get excited when I see polka dot things, but that wasn't for me. I thought this blue shirt was quite cool, but I wasn't really sure on it. And then yeah, just looking through the shirts, that navy one was quite cool, but it was a funny material, and I quite like this gingham and white, but it was quite a small size, so it wouldn't have been oversized. And then I saw these shoes, and I thought they were quite cute. I really liked the square toe and the little kitten heel, but they were too small for me. Then I saw these khaki trousers, but they weren't really what I wanted. They had more of a drawstring waist and weren't really the colour. These ones were like a jegging material, which wasn't for me. So yeah, and then I saw these like silky trousers, and I thought they were quite cool. I wasn't so fussed on the little metal detailing on the strings, and I do also already have a pair of cream and black ones, so yeah. Then I saw this polka dot cami, which I'm not really showing you very well, which I think is actually really cute looking back, so I'm not really sure why I didn't spend more time looking at this, because I really like the polka dot detailing and the buttons. Then I saw this dress, and I thought it was really gorgeous. I love the colours, and I love like the blue piping detail. But it was a bit more of a fancy occasion dress, and I just wasn't really sure when I'm going to wear it. And then I saw this little white cotton blouse with this aqua detailing. I think this is quite cute actually. I think the sleeve length put me off. And then I saw this little monsoon vest, and I thought it was cute, but again it had a little bit of staining on it, and I wasn't sure. And then this is in a different charity shop, and I saw this little monsoon dress, which I thought was really cute, but it was a bit too beachy for everyday wear, and I also think it was a bit too small for me. And then also in the same one, I saw this little white embroidered dress from ASOS, which I think was quite cute, but it wasn't really my style or what I wanted from a little white summer dress, but I do think it is quite cute. And then I also saw this cami, again kind of looking like a sleep cami, and it looks like quite vintage, but again, I'm not really a cami person. I'm not really into cami sleeves. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that little thing. I do definitely need to get more confident with vlogging in public, because I still get a little bit nervous talking to the camera, especially when I'm in like a shop. If I'm in the street and I'm just walking past people, I don't mind as much, but like being stood in a shop for like half an hour and talking to the camera is a little bit nerve-wracking, especially if it's like really busy or like really empty. But yeah, I kind of just wanted to show you me browsing the charity shop, show you some things, also talk through some pieces that I liked but I didn't pick up, and kind of give you reasons as to why I didn't pick them up. I spoke about this in a video earlier this year, but this year I'm really trying to make more considered purchases. And especially with secondhand shopping, when I first started shopping for clothing secondhand, I feel like I got quite excitable about it and I was definitely over consuming. So I'm trying to be more considered with purchases, even if they are secondhand, and like really evaluate whether I'm going to get the wear out that piece, whether I think it's worth it, like is it something that's going to really add value into my wardrobe. So yeah, I did only actually pick up 4 things. I really like all the things. I mean, one thing is actually not a piece of clothing, it's a book, but I wanted to show you it because I'm really love it. But yeah, and some of these things you might have seen because I've had a couple of them for a couple of weeks now. But yeah, I thought we could just kind of go through what I picked up and let you know why I decided to pick it up. But the first thing I picked up is just the plain white 100% cotton H&M shirt, which I got in white rose. I didn't own a white shirt and I really wanted one in my wardrobe. I have a blue and white striped shirt that I wear all the time, and I thought a white shirt would just be a good addition to my wardrobe. With it being quite warm here in the UK at the moment, I've been really using this as a layering piece rather than wearing it on its own, but it's just been a really good addition to my wardrobe. It's just a plain white shirt. It might look a little bit strange here because it is slightly damp because it's been in the wash, but yeah, it's just a white cotton shirt. It's 100% cotton. I think this was £6 if I remember rightly, but I didn't mind paying that because I thought for a classic piece that I'll get a lot of wear out of, I thought it was a pretty good price. And with it being 100% cotton, it's like a nice quality, it's nice and soft, and I feel like it's going to last really well in my wardrobe. And yeah, like I said, I've been wearing this multiple times already, mainly as a layering piece, but I would wear it like buttoned up with some jeans, like just a classic look. I did unfortunately get some sauce on this, and I think I've managed to get most of the staining out. You might see a little couple of slightly orange patches, but yeah, I'm really happy with it. I really like it. It's been a good addition to my wardrobe, and I've worn this multiple times, and it was just a good white classic cotton shirt. If I bought new, it would have cost me like £25, and I got in the charity shop for £6. So yeah, really love that. It's just been a really good staple in my wardrobe. And then the next thing is actually a jumper. I saw this, and I mean, I know it's kind of the wrong season for jumpers, but I really love this. And I know I've just done a clear out of my jumpers, but I thought this was a good addition to my wardrobe. It just looks like this almost like beigey sandy color. Again, this is 100% cotton. So I'm wearing called Joie de Vivre. Oh sorry, it's 97% cotton, 3% nylon, but it's just a nice jumper. I actually thought it would be a good like summer knitwear piece to like throw on in the evenings, like if it's a little bit chilly. But I think it's just going to be a really versatile piece. I don't know if it's going to be like a winter jumper, but I feel like for spring and autumn. But I just really like the colour of it, I really like the fit, and I just couldn't pass it up. I just thought it was really good. Again, classic piece for my wardrobe. I have already worn this a couple of times. I think I wore it in my What I Wore in a Week, and I really like it. It's not the most softest jumper, but I really like it. I can't really remember how much it was. I think again it was like £7. I think it was around the £7 mark. I got this in the mind that I showed you in the video, and that mind can be a little bit more expensive for charity shop prices, but I thought for a classic jumper I didn't mind paying that because I was going to get my wear out of it. Okay, and then the last clothing piece that I picked up, I went a little rogue. I didn't really need this. I wasn't really looking for it, but I really liked it. I loved the pattern. I loved the shape of it. And it's just this little floral blouse. I just thought it was really cute. It's actually sheer, but it's got like an inbuilt lining in the bust area. Oh, it's rich in Marks and Spencer's old tag, as you can see. And as you can see, I mean, I've not worn it, but it was just £2. I got this in a cancer research. Everything in there is like £2 or £3, which is really good pricing. But I just thought it was really cute. I love the little fluttery sleeves, and yeah, I think it's really cute. I will say this is a little bit big for me. The only place that's really a problem is here where there's a bit of a cowl neck. So I might see if I can get that like stitch just to kind of like bring it up a little bit, because it does sit a little bit low on me because I don't have the chest to fill it. But I really loved it. I just thought it was a really cute little floral blouse, and I really love a blouse. I think this is a really cute piece just with like jeans or like denim shorts or like even like a little skirt. I thought it was really cute, and I feel like it's like a classic. I do really like it, and for £2 I'm not mad about it. Okay, and then the last thing I picked up is actually a book, and it is this copy of Persuasion by Jane Austen. I just really liked it. I really like the cover. It almost looks like her skin, and the leaves has got like watercolour in with the drawing. I thought it was just a really pretty version of the book. I have read Pride and Prejudice and Emma by Jane Austen recently, and I really enjoyed both of them, so I want to keep reading all of Jane Austen's novels because they're classics that I'm really enjoying. And I've heard good things about Persuasion. It's also a lot shorter than the two I've read, so I thought it'd be a good one. And I just really like this copy. I think it was published in 1964, but I thought it was just cool. I also love like an old style book that's like smaller than a standard book. I think this is just a really cute size. It would actually fit in a jean pocket a la Jacob Elordi style. But yeah, I just thought it was a nice copy of Persuasion, and I wanted to read the book, so I picked it up, and that was £2. I picked it up in that Sue Ryder shop. They have like a good like vintage games and books selection. It was where that little mini pocket chest was from that I really wanted, but there was a piece missing, and I kind of almost wish I bought it anyway, even with the missing piece, but alas, I just picked this up. But yeah, I just really like this version, so I just thought I'd pick it up. I really like old style vintage books. But yeah, that is my little haul. I know it was only little, but I did want to share all these things with you because I really like all of them, and like I say, I am trying to make more considered purchases. If you did enjoy this video and would like me to film more of these, please do give this video a thumbs up, because I'm happy to film more of me in a charity shop, because I'm constantly rummaging around a charity shop seeing what I can find, and I really recommend you checking out your local charity shop. I think it's just really fun, and sometimes you can find like little hidden gems for really reasonable prices. If you're new to my channel, I'd love it if you could subscribe, and I will see you all next week for a brand new video. Goodbye.